Hello,
Hi,
ma'am.
Mahima.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are
Uh,
you?
let me let me apologize right at the outset. I'm having lots of problems with the net, so
Okay,
I'm
okay.
connecting with you on phone.
Okay, okay. No issue, ma'am. No issue.
So if there is any audio problem, you please tell me.
Okay,
If you
okay,
want
ma'am.
me to speak a bit loudly, you can tell
Mm-hmm.
me.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, okay. For now, it's fine actually, but later if I
Okay.
face any issue, I'll tell you.
All right. Okay. Mahima, I think we are meeting for the first time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Mahima, where are you connecting from?
I'm connecting from Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Where
Yes.
exactly?
Where it's like Fatehpur, Uttar Pradesh. It's nearby Kanpur, you can say.
Yeah, Fatehpur Sikri. No.
Fatehpur Sikri is different. Actually, my
Okay,
cities come between Prayagraj and Kanpur. It's between. When
ha.
you come from like from Prayagraj towards Kanpur, then it's come in between.
Okay. Uh, And then, can you tell me something more about yourself because we can get acquainted
Yes,
with you?
yes, sure, sure, ma'am. So, as my name is Mahima Shukla, and I've already told you I'm connecting from Uttar Pradesh, and I have done my graduation, and currently I'm going to enroll myself in a master, which is MA in English Literature. And the
Oh,
meantime, I'm improving my communication skills, and as come to my hobbies, so I love traveling and reading a books. That's a brief about me. Thank you.
traveling and
Reading,
reading.
reading books.
Reading, watching movies.
Movie. No, I'm not into movie. Like it's very rare I watch.
All right. So, how long have you been on English Yari?
I guess it's my fifth and sixth session only. So I just recently enrolled. Yeah, it's been 10 days and 15 days.
So, how has your experience been? These
I
3 to 4 sessions which you have had.
experience is quite good, like amazing, I would say.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, was there a direct learning curve directly upward?
Yeah, in some extent, I can say because before enrolling in English Yari, I had never experienced like a video call. So, like in my first and second call, I was very nervous. But
Mm-hmm.
like as I'm just taking the session in a daily basis, so now it's become easier.
All right. Okay. So, what's the reason behind taking English for your graduation?
Hmm. I love this language. I'm like very fascinated when I see others who's like maybe any entrepreneur and who's maybe expert in this language, the way they talk, and so like that's why I made up my mind. I want to pursue my graduation in this subject.
All right. Okay. And now you have decided to pursue your post graduation also in the same subject. That's
Right,
great.
ma'am.
What are literature books you had? Like Shakespeare, Milton, in your graduation?
Actually, ma'am, I haven't enrolled it. Like probably this week I'm going to enroll. So
No,
I'm
no.
just
You have completed your BA, no?
no,
BA
no, no.
Literature.
I have completed Bachelor of Science.
Oh, so you are
Yes.
like me. You are like me.
Okay.
I also had my bachelor, no,
Mhm.
BSc Zoology main,
Zoology. Okay.
zoology. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. In my is like BSc. Okay, Zoology. In my is botany. So.
yours is botany. Mine was
e-
zoology main and botany chemistry subsidiary. We used to have like that at that time.
Okay. 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 Okay.
And
Zoology.
then I got married after my graduation. I was in
Mhm.
Kerala at that time. I'm a
Oh,
Keralite.
oh, it's very
So
beautiful
after
as
my
this.
marriage, I went to Rajasthan. Rajasthan,
Rajasthan.
Jaipur. Yeah, Jaipur.
Jaipur.
No, I didn't feel no. Actually, no, like continuing my science subjects because at that time science subjects were taught in Hindi because the students would understand only Hindi. So my Hindi was very poor,
As
very
you
low.
from the different state, right? Correct. Correct.
Right, right. So then I decided to do my PG in English.
Oh
That's
my
how I
god.
got into English. And once I got into it, I started enjoying it. And even
Mhm.
otherwise, right from the beginning, I was interested in reading. And, I used to admire people who used to talk English like a native speaker.
Right. It's like sometimes it takes time to understand where, like, which area you are interested in. So for me, it also took a long time, I can say, to decide, like, okay, this is something I mean for.
And when I started teaching, then definitely I learned more after all these Shakespearean plays and Bernard Shaw. I started enjoying more when I started teaching. At 30 years, I was in Jaipur.
Jaipur, and
There,
how did you find
Jaipur was,
Jaipur? Is it because it's like totally different from a Kerala, like tons of the
yeah,
weather, it's extreme heat in Jaipur and UP, I know.
yeah. Climate wise as well as culture.
Culture, right?
Culture also different. And that ambience and opulence of that, royal culture was also there in Jaipur.
Jaipur, yeah, Pushkar, or there's some city. I forget that. Pushkar, and there's a one city more, like I forget the name of the city. Like, yeah, they are like, there's a palace, the big palace is there.
Jaipur, Udaipur, Jodhpur,
Udaipur, Jodhpur, yeah, Udaipur, yeah, that city I was looking.
Ajmer,
Ajmer, yeah, Ajmer, like there's
quite
a.
a few cities. Yeah. And then, of course, after my retirement, I came to Chennai. So at present, I am in Chennai,
Oh,
and
but
I
it's a
was just
Chennai is bit, we can say, like at the south part, so you don't find that much difficulties in Chennai because it's
that
yeah, the
different.
southern
Yeah,
part.
it's
But
only
Kerala
12
is
hours by train to Kerala. That's it.
Kerala is very beautiful place. That's my bucket list. I definitely want to visit. I heard lots of a good feedback about Kerala, especially the cities Munnar, I guess.
Munnar.
Munnar,
Munnar is a
Munnar
hill station. It's a hill
Hills.
station. Beautiful, but even Kerala is being affected by climate change now.
Okay.
That much of greenery is not visible nowadays, and temperature has risen high. So that idyllic, situation in Kerala that you may miss now, but still it's there. Its backwaters and rivers and waterfalls. All these things make it something special. Greenery. That green is altogether different. No, that bright green that actually hurts the eye.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Correct. Correct.
And of course, coastal regions. Have you ever been to coastal region?
Yeah, I've been actually in Maharashtra because
Ah,
I have a 2 year of corporate experience. I used to work in a first, my company was in Maharashtra, like in Pune city. So I've explored like Maharashtra, and that's also very beautiful, especially it's a Pune,
yeah,
it's a very greenery. And
Lonavala.
Lonavala, Kandala, and like Panchgani, so many places are there.
Panchgani, yeah.
Mm.
Correct. So you have had your experience of cool weather also, cool climate. That UP UP becomes really cold during winter
I'm like,
nowadays.
it's totally like, seriously, like it's my dream. If I get a chance to settle down now, I definitely want to settle in Pune. It's a
Yeah, moderate climate, neither
more
too
like,
cold, not too hot.
yeah, it's amazing.
And it has all the modern facilities. At the same time, you get to feel that closer to nature also. So
Right,
in a
ma'am.
way, I
Right.
think Pune is the ideal place where if you can, yeah, somehow
Correct.
maneuver to be there, that would be better. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Maima, can you tell me what your session notes are? Because my laptop is not working. I'm not able to check
Okay,
it
okay.
easily.
Just a
I'll have to
second.
jump out of this if I want to check.
No, no, no issue. I'm checking. The session is about the childhood, like what comes
Ah,
to your mind when you think about your childhood.
would you like to talk about it, or would you like to talk about any other topic?
No, ma'am, I'm okay to talk about it. This topic this is fine. Yeah.
So when you think about childhood,
Mhm.
the particular feel that you feel, that you get. So what is that feel called? No, oh, those days, so wonderful days. I wish they would come back. So what is this particular feel that is normally known as?
Okay, the first thing I definitely want to say I miss about the childhood, like the innocence we had, right, all the time, and we were living life without stress, like all the time. We are like just playing and roaming here and there without any. But just the burden was like a homework. That's it, and apart from that, I don't think so like any child felt any other stress and something like that. And those school days where we would go with friends, and I remember I usually, like there is a lunch break in a school. So before that, we used to eat our like lunch, and then the lunch break happened. Then we would go outside to pick something from a shop, like so. And of course, like when the summer vacations come, so we would go our granny house to stay for a couple of days. And so of course, and the fight like with the siblings, when like no no I want to watch this cartoon, and no, he says no no I wanted to do then we like mother entered and the scold to all of us, like you both are not going to watch TV. So this is like some incident I can say, like whenever we remember that, we can say, we feel happy like all the time.
Hmm. So you wish those days would come back.
Of course, like if I had a
So
chance,
those
I
are the
would
good
like to.
things.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So this particular feeling is called nostalgia.
Nostalgia,
Must
right?
have heard this word.
Yes, yes. I nostalgia.
So that's what I want. Actually, I asked you, what is this feel called? And you
Oh,
can know, nostalgia is noun form, and when you change into adjective, it becomes nostalgic.
nostalgic. Okay,
So nostalgic memories of childhood, what you have narrated just now, are no what you no whatever you have narrated just now is nostalgic memory.
nostalgic memory. Okay,
All right. So two new words, nostalgia and nostalgic. Not exactly new, but then you are brushing up
right,
little
ma'am.
bit of vocabulary. All right. Okay. So this actually involves the feeling that such days will never come back now. Of course, we'll have happiness, we'll have happy experiences in future, but those idyllic moments of childhood can never come back. So
Correct,
there is a tinge of regret also in nostalgia. Little bit of regret. Oh, it's gone. Now it cannot come back. That regret is also there. So together, happiness and little bit of regret together, that is nostalgia.
correct, ma'am. I believe so because we take very granted our childhood. We think okay, this is a study. We just feel like okay, this is a burden, but that was the real, like I can say, the life. Because when you grown up, then by the time you have a responsibility for a study, higher study, and then job and the family. So definitely, I miss
Quite
those.
ironical. It's quite ironical because when you are a child, you want to grow up fast. But when you are grown up, you want to go back to childhood. This is a paradox of life.
Yes, ma'am. Correct,
Right.
correct.
So, what do you feel now? Whatever you learned from your childhood, no, the values that you have learned. All right. So, are they helping you to deal with life in this adult stage?
Okay, I one thing I learned from we can say that my childhood. There's a kindness and respect, especially towards elders and everyone. Because I can say now people are nowadays it's very rare to find the people who are kind toward everyone. Right? It's people are like with the social status they some discriminate, like so they just give the respect accordingly. But what I learned, it doesn't matter the people are poor or affluent. So my like I see to them, especially when it's come to the poor, and I give more respect and I show more kindness to them. So which thing I can say I learned from my childhood, and I can say I'm proud to have this kind of the skill or quality, whatever we can say.
Yeah. So, we are taught to be generous right from childhood. Not that somebody has taught you like that. We have seen our parents doing that during festival times. We donate
Yes,
things to the poor people.
right, ma'am.
We
Right, right.
distribute food. We give them money. And even otherwise, when somebody comes for help to the house, the parents are there, like helping them out, maybe money, with money or kind, right? So
Right.
we have grown up watching all these things. So naturally, this feel of generosity will be developed in our mind very naturally. not even without anybody teaching us.
Yeah,
So
nobody
most
has like mm,
so most of the values we have learned are from elders, watching them doing
watching
this.
them.
And
Yes.
yeah, and it becomes our responsibility to pass this on to our future generation also. Then the world would be a better place. World is becoming more and more self-centered these days, isn't
Self-centered,
it?
yeah. Yeah, no one has time to sit with you and talk with you, especially when it's come to that grandparents. Now, like the childrens are, we can say,
True.
doesn't want to sit with them. They think like what they are talking is kind of boring and they're giving you all the time lecture. But if you really sit and listen to them, that is just sharing their life experience.
Yeah.
So I love to talk with my grandmother actually. My grandfather has passed, but yeah, my grandmother. So
Okay. Yeah. So, does she tell you stories about the past and how she maybe everybody's life is faced with challenges, isn't it? How
right.
she overcame all those challenges, what was the strength of her personality? Has she ever told you that?
Actually, in the details, she never told me. Like, but yeah, whenever any incident happened, like the story when she tells, like, no, so in that way, she shared the small incident, like how like my grandmother, she has five childs. Okay, so she's like the raising them and to what we can say, give the proper education, how she tackle and how she raised those children. So like in between she used to share this kind of a story.
Okay. And did your grandparents ever tell you the stories of Ramayana, Mahabharata, or you learned this from TV?
No, actually they used to tell, because as I'm from Brahmin family, so this is a culture actually. So since my childhood I've seen this kind of things like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and that's all kind of worship in my home. So especially my grandmother, she always, like I can say, like she loves to read a book. So like still she's like above 80, we can say. So now like her eyes sights are weak, so not able to read, but she, whenever I guess I remember, like all my childhood I see her so reading a book.
Mm. So this habit of reading and listening to stories is still there in you, which will actually help you in your journey towards, fulfilling your wish for communication, right? Okay. So let me ask you one question. Are you reading anything now?
Yes, actually, ma'am, honestly, I'm saying I didn't have this habit earlier, but I have built this because of for communication, of course. So it's been I can say overall 6 to 7 months. I've been in a reading. Like I read daily, few pages, and can be a self-help books or a newspaper headline. So yeah, I read.
All right. So what's the latest book you have read?
I just recently completed the book is Think Like a Monk. Uh,
Oh,
like yeah,
okay.
the author is Jay Shetty.
Yeah, there should be. How did you like it?
I love actually this book all about like you to find the purpose of life. So yeah, so so many things I guess say people can
So
learn.
what does he say about how you can find the purpose of life? The ultimate goal is understanding the purpose of life. But how can we reach there? What does he say about it?
Okay, I guess like the book is whatever he wrote in that book. Already people are aware, but when it's come to the execute and what people are really doing in their life, they are maybe not aware, right? We can say, and because in his book he wrote like how we see towards others and what are the things which we can make like small changes can maybe lead you in a like show you big results, so that you can do, and the small activity and that the looking the things and the perspective which you can change. So I guess this all about this already I have implemented so many things which I can say, but
Uh-huh.
still there's some area which all need to improvement. So yeah, I'll definitely try to do.
And he's also a good speaker, Jay Shetty.
Oh, I love it
Very
actually.
good speaker. You listen
Travel.
to him?
Yeah, like I listen his podcast. Like I guess he been in UK for many years, so he has that accent as well in his communication.
You can
So
consider as a social influencer.
social influence. Actually, I don't know when people listen her wife. Her wife speaks more than good, like to him actually, because there's a one podcast where the like her wife was there in that podcast, so they were discussing some topic and something like that. Then I heard her, so was amazing speaker.
Mm. Do you listen to any other speaker apart from Jay Shetty?
Yes, ma'am. I Here there's Mel Robbins. So I exactly don't know where she's from, but she's also very good podcaster. And some spiritual speaker like Gaur Gopal Das also is one of my favorite, I can say. And
You
other
listen
than
to
that,
Priyanka Chopra?
Priyanka Chopra speeches. How I can forget? Yeah, Priyanka Chopra, Susmita Sen. Like they both are like I guess ideal for most of female.
Mm.
So
Because
amazing.
Priyanka Chopra has uploaded a lot of videos, so availability is there. So if you can just listen to her, that would be really good in your improvement of spoken English. Because spoken English does not mean only fluency. Fluency is a major factor, but apart from fluency, there should be good articulation, clear way of speaking that you have. All right, pronunciation. Quite a few words you are pronouncing very well. A few mistakes are there, few errors you are making, especially sir sound, sure and sir
Sasha.
sound. Yeah, yeah,
Like one
that
of
is
teacher already has told me the same thing. I have an issue with the Shah sound. So
yeah.
there's a tongue twister. I guess it's work in my case. I have to
She sells
practice for.
seashells by the seashore.
Okay.
Are you practicing that? She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells by sea soul.
You can note it down. She sells.
Okay, just a second, ma'am.
She sells seashells. You'll
She.
get it on the net also. You will get it.
Okay, okay,
She
okay. I'll
sells.
definitely.
Just type tongue twister. She sells. You will
She
get it.
sells. Okay.
All right. Okay. So sure, sir sound is coming. So that can help you to improve your pronunciation. And whenever it happens, again, I'll tell you because in the beginning I didn't want to correct because right in the beginning, if the tutor starts correcting the learner will lose confidence. All right. So
Okay.
going forward, if there is opportunity, definitely some correction. Other tutors will also make these corrections, and don't feel bad about it. Don't let that undermine your confidence. It's all for your better speaking. So
Of course,
consider
of
that
course.
way. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
it.
I love to because if I don't get feedback, so how I can know like what are my weak areas? So I definitely love and appreciate that feedback.
Yeah. And then apart from that, we have to take care of our intonation.
Intonation.
Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice. So when you speak from the heart, or naturally the intonation will come because the feeling behind what you are saying. That's that's why I suggested all these speakers, no, like Priyanka Chopra, Suchmita Sen, as you said. Definitely, that feeling comes out. If she's in a happy mood, the happiness emanates. If she's saying something philosophical, spiritual, then the tone becomes a little more serious. So this we can see. This is through intonation. All right. So these are
Right.
the things that you have to focus upon as we go forward. Apart from that, no, I would also suggest one channel for you, a YouTube channel,
Mhm.
that is English Avenue.
English Avenue.
Avenue.
Okay, ma'am.
Say English once again.
English.
Now you said correctly. Earlier, there was some little problem, or the English, you were saying English. When I
Okay.
asked you to say it, you became conscious and you pronounced it correctly.
That
So I
happened
can
when
repeat it once.
English Avenue. Okay, ma'am. Definitely.
English Avenue. In this, one person is reading out stories based on the biographies of famous people. Like at present, the trending story is, I think, Sundar Pichai's story.
Sundar Pichai, okay.
Like Elon Musk, Bill Gates,
All entrepreneur
even
stories.
ancient people like Einstein, his story, Charlie Chaplin, and even Hitler. So these stories are narrated in a proper manner, read out. He's reading out. Actually, you will
Okay.
get the words on the
Mm-hmm.
screen, and at the same time, audio will also be there. All right. So it's a beautiful experience listening to this particular man. His English, perfect English. The voice modulation. Actually, voice modulation is an umbrella term given to our voice moderation, no, how we, the volume, how we are moderating the volume, how we are moderating the speed. Apart from that, articulation, intonation, and pronunciation. Everything will come under voice modulation. So you can learn voice modulation by listening to these stories.
Okay,
The whole
sure.
biography is not reading out. His stories are based on biographies. So in 15, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the story will be over. And if you don't have time, don't listen to the whole thing. If you're interested, definitely you can. Otherwise, listen in parts. Listen 5 to 10 minutes to the story, and no, understand how the man is using his voice for maximum effect. You can learn a lot. And on the top of it, they are all very inspirational stories because all these people have undergone